How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our Lorbeck Luxury Cars Friday Drive. Something a little bit different for me specifically today. Less sports car, more back to my roots from living in the UK at this Land Rover Defender. And it's a Defender with a few special tricks by Chelsea Truck Company and Kahn Automotive, and I can't wait for you to see this car in more detail. To start with, I'm going to go through some of the external features on the car and then we'll move into the interior. But I implore you to look up Chelsea Truck Company and Kahn Automotive, because this is a really well spec'd model, but it's quite subdued. Some of them are absolutely crazy and out there, and I think they're super cool to look at. So go onto their website and have a look, because there's some really, really cool stuff on there. But I'll start with the front end. Front end bumper, it's got these sort of like guards at the front, and the wide body kit that they put on the front and rear just makes the car look super, super tough. And as you come sort of around, we've got some really special Land Rover wheels. These things are solid. You can see the Chelsea Truck Company and the Kahn Automotive signature there. A couple of other details on the front end with those guards, the side step as well, the mud flaps, and you feel the quality of the material that they're using is super, super special. As we come around to the side, there's a couple of different models. This one is the full back as well. We actually have one in at the moment that's a crew cab as well, so something a little bit different there. And then round to the back, Chelsea Truck Company, this really, really nice quality spare wheel on the back. It's just like that classic Land Rover Defender vibe. And then on here, the end, number 20 of 25. This is the number 20 of 25 of the end edition for the 110. So at the end of the line, they did 25 models, and this is number 20 of that last of the run cars that Chelsea Truck Company and Kahn Automotive purchased, did up. These are all bespoke built, you built to order, and this is one of them, and it's super, super cool. Moving on to the interior, we'll do a little bit more when we start driving, but the quality of leather and the fit in this car is fantastic. I love the black on black personally. Special comfort seats. This quilted leather is the same out of the Bentley as well. That sort of signature leather that they use. Inside, even the whole door card, full leather interior. I love the fact that it's a manual as well. It makes it so much more fun. And this model actually has the upgraded ECU. So this from 125 brake horsepower up to 183 brake horsepower. So a lot more improved for that 2.2 litre diesel engine. And even to the steering wheel, I think it's just so different and unique. And there's something so exciting about that. And I'll come around the back as well, because you can start to see the exterior pieces. I'm going to open up the back. Full quilted in the middle, in the back here. You see the Chelsea Truck Company certification, and the back of these cars is one of the most customizable pieces for Chelsea Truck Company and Kahn Automotive, and this one's quite subdued to meet Australian standards as well. Some of them in the UK have full bench tops on either side for seats, but the rules in the UK are slightly different. I remember being in cars like this back when I was a kid, and we just sit in the back, no seat belts, fully open back in those classic Land Rover Defenders, and it makes it so much fun. But this one was here to meet Australian standards, but some of them are absolutely crazy. Again, go and have a look at what they've got online, because there's some really, really cool stuff. We're out on a drive, and this car is bringing back so many memories for me from the past. And I mentioned earlier, you know, family friend of ours when I was growing up had like an older version of one of these, and this is just kind of like a more refined version, right? And that's kind of what it gives. It's less raw, it's more luxury, but just the whole feel of the way it drives is just bringing back so many memories for me. And as we're going down, we kind of come to an area with a little bit more countryside, and I just feel like I'm back in the countryside of England, going for a drive with my mates as we were kids and on the way to football or all that sort of stuff. And I love the way this thing drives. I think the upgraded power that the car has makes it for the most part as well, and not just the handling and the way it feels, and the way, you know, the suspension system that it has is really, really good. As we're about to go over a speed bump now, and you know, you don't feel like your back's clunking. It's nice and smooth. And the more time I'm spending in the car, I'm kind of looking at all the finer details that Project Kahn and Chelsea Truck Company have put into the vehicle, and just like the quality of the leathers that are used. This is an ultimate feeling of luxury, and for a car that inherently when it first came out wasn't that, you know, they're a work vehicle at the end of the day, what they've been able to do with it's transformed it into something so different and unique. And I love the fact that it's a bespoke built car. They're built to order. You want a full orange interior, you can have it, and I think there's something really, really cool about that. You know, it's similar to the way that Rolls-Royce build their vehicles. It's almost a one of one, this car. You know, the likelihood of someone having the exact same spec as you is so rare that it makes it so special. I think there's something to be said for that as well. And that's it for another episode of our Lorbeck Luxury Cars Friday Drive. Something a little bit different for me outside of driving a sports car or a supercar, but I had so much fun. It made me reminisce a lot about driving something like this in the past, and a little bit of that childhood that I had in the UK. And I love how bespoke these cars are, and it's been a real privilege to be able to drive this car. I think it's really special, and it almost feels like it's a one of one, and I think there's something pretty amazing about that. Make sure you catch all of our episodes on YouTube and on Instagram. Go and follow us, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.